Clear prop. Started right up today. All right, can you hear me?
Yep, got your line clear. Where you got me?
I can hear you.
Cool.
Alrighty, and I'll do my box check now just because didn't get a chance to do it. Rudders feel connected.
That's always ideal.
Yeah, no, you don't want them to not be connected. Alright, let's see, avionics power's on, we're on radios, waiting for that to come up. Transponder is on standby, 1200. Flaps are up. Flight instruments. Got, let's see, 255.
Wind 140 at 04. Visibility 10. Sky condition few 8,500. Broken 1000. Temperature 11 Celsius. Dew point 06 Celsius. Altimeter 3012. Remarks. Density altitude 8,300.
Laramie region.
Oh, perfect timing on that one. 14004, so yeah. Oh geez, went the wrong way there. Hard finding the ones that don't have numbers on them, you know?
Sometimes.
Like, why do they make you think about stuff? That's stupid.
Almost like they want you to be smart.
Who's they?
Well, I don't know. Somebody.
Alright, circuit breakers checked. Ow. Punch the throttle. Alright, block out time. Gonna be 0820 roughly. Parking brake is released. Brakes, I will do a brake check.
And we're on the right tank. Cool.
Yep. Alright, my brakes work. Your flight controls.
My flight controls. Alright, my brakes work. Your flight controls.
Okay, my flight controls.
Your flight controls. Where we're heading out to?
I guess 1-2, because wind was 140.
Okay.
Okay, things are turning, that's good. They well clear of this Challenger here. Wonder whose it is, it's been here 2 days.
Yeah, I think they were saying it's here for, oh geez, what's the school called? The Wyotech, like career day or something like that.
Interesting, okay.
So, I'm not sure if they're offering career, or if they're here for a career or what, but.
Alright, so we're gonna do Alpha 2 Charlie.
You could do Alpha 2, I mean, Charlie's right here. You could do probably Charlie Bravo, most sense.
Yeah, okay, I mean that makes... Yeah, because Bravo's the one that... Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
You want to take a look at it, or do you?
No, I'm just trying to remember my...
Okay. Yeah, Charlie Bravo.
Yeah, I always got to remind myself because there's more than one taxiway, so I got to think about it for a second, make sure I've got the right one. Laramie. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
that
it's
sounded
kind of
like
cutting
absolute
off.
ass to me.
Yeah, it's kind of cutting off again.
Maybe it sounded good outside the airplane, though.
We'll see. I think they might let us know if it's not, because they usually do.
They go, hey, that sounded terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe they couldn't hear it at all.
Yeah. Well, there was one guy that I saw him take off. I don't know if he departed.
Yeah, that was like when I was coming out here, I think.
Yep. But it looked like it was probably Sierra November here, more than likely. Never quite know for sure, but. stuff right here would be downwind.
Yeah, it's a, what was it calling, like 85, right?
As far as
Let's
broken,
check out
yeah.
that, Few 85, broken 11.
Yeah, there you go. And so, we'll see if it starts descending.
Pretending that that windsock is showing wind.
Yeah, but I'd say the winds have been really, really light. I think out of the... So he's, this student Carlos, he's still pretty new, but out of the 6 landings we did, 4 of them were greaser, so...
Well, that's good.
It's what's the word I'm thinking of? It's,
Butter?
easy mode out here today. Yeah, it was butter, I would say, but today it's easy mode with the winds as far as, like, landing, so... We make for some good landings.
Well, that's the hope, anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't disappoint now.
Oh, I'm sure I will, but don't worry, I'll be more disappointed than you are, because you're getting paid.
Well, yeah, sure, but... And again, if I go home, my back's all sore because of the...
Well, if we do that, I'm sure we'll break the airplane if we hurt your back.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's not a Cessna. The landing gear can't bend up to the floor without breaking. Look at a little bird sitting on the taxiway light. Oh, right. Can't really turn into the wind, so we'll just kind of go like this and hope for the best. I mean, we could, but it would be quite the maneuver. So, I'd rather not.
Okay. Looks like we're clear. So.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else hanging out. Alright, let's see, where were we? Taxi, flight instruments are checked. Let's see, that's mostly level now. He's still showing only...
Yeah, we're still about
suction,
3.
We're about to do our run up, so it should come up there. See if we've got picked up any drift. Not yet. That's good. Alright, brakes applied, we're gonna go bump on. And switch to the left tank here. Fuel pressure's good. Alright, got it up. I'm figuring out ways to manipulate the throttle. Finally. Fuel temp pressure, fuel pressure is good. Back up to peak. A little bit more. That's probably good. Extra swing, carb heat. 50 like normal. And mags. About 50 on the left. You usually get like 100 on the right. Maybe a bit more, 110. Looks good, vacuums at 5. Heading indicator, or attitude indicator's looking good. We got 17 amps. Right. Coming back to idle.
I-80, 287, we're going to enter left downwind 12, Laramie traffic.
Oh. Someone around. Alright. I think that's good. Throttle, RPM and oil pressure is good. Alright. Alright, we don't need a clearance today. We'll do our departure brief here. Right. This will be a normal takeoff, runway 12. Rotation speed's going to be 55 knots. Yeah, X, always forget that one because I don't care about it very much, is 66 here in Laramie. And our VY72, that's the speed we'll climb out at. Right, if we have any problems prior to rotation, we'll abort the takeoff, clear the runway using the brakes if necessary, and abandon the aircraft if necessary. If we have an engine failure after rotation, we'll land straight ahead making gentle banks to avoid obstacles on the runway if possible. And our best glide speed is 73 knots. If we have any problems after rotation other than an engine failure, we'll deal with them in flight, and if necessary, return to the airport via a left pattern runway 12, or other runway as required. And about it.
Cool.
You see if he's coming around yet?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if he is, but I don't see him.
Yeah, because I don't know if he's like 10.
Hispanic, Cessna 3043 Sierra's at the private hangar, taxiing to runway 12 via Charlie Bravo. Laramie.
He's coming.
Got another guy coming.
No.
I'm just not sure if he's like 10 miles away or right on top of us.
Yeah, I guess he's probably a bit away, but I mean, we can do the lineup, make a call,
Yeah.
and then wait to see if he responds.
All right. Lineup, altimeter set, electric fuel pump
Army
is
traffic
on.
says 5 Zulu November, left downwind for 12, touch and go.
Okay, we'll take off after he does his touch and go.
Cool.
All right, exterior lights are on. Time gonna be 8:27, and heading indicators. What? 245. Cool. Get up to our hold short line here.
And I got him in sight behind us here, so
Okay.
yeah, we'll just let him know we're holding short, and we'll be taking off after him.
Primary traffic. Sounds not.
Cool.
Army traffic says 5 Zulu November, turning left base, 12, touch and go.
I know in Laramie on like my check ride prep, like check out with another instructor, the 2 different planes that weren't on the radios pulled out on the runway in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah, during my during my CFI check ride, I think, because we waited, took off. We must have waited like a half hour. Yeah, we must have waited like a half hour the first time, and then about maybe like 15 minutes, 20 minutes the second time we came back to do landings.
Oh man, by the way, look at that tail dragger shit right there. Just flip around right in the middle of the taxiway.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. But yeah, sorry for interrupting there.
I know.
Just thought that was funny.
Yeah. No, it was just like we were sitting there and I'm like, oh, come on. And so like my check ride flight took 2.5 hours because we had to wait basically like a half hour. We first set out, we did maneuvers. So during our initial run up, we had to wait like a half hour. And then once we finished all that stuff, he's like, okay, let's go back and we had to do 2 or 3 landings. And he wanted to do, what is it? There was one he did, I forget why we taxied back, but anyway, we taxied back, had to wait about another half hour. So, that was beat that day.
Yeah, I could imagine that.
Coming down kind of. Little bit of ballooning, not too bad now.
Oh, that's just me every time I fly a Cessna, so.
Well, no. But see, we got competition now, so we gotta make sure we're
Yeah,
we're top dog.
We gotta
out there.
impress them
Yeah,
if they
exactly.
can see us, you know.
Alright, so.
I mean, we can line up and wait.
Yeah, we can.
There's no
Wait
one
until
else.
he's off, and then. There you go, he's off.
Oh yeah, he's doing a touch and go, forgot.
Yep.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor taking off runway 12, making left close traffic, Laramie.
Laramie traffic, Cessna 3043 Sierra, number 2 for takeoff, behind the Piper. Laramie.
Great, we're gonna be in a sandwich.
Laramie traffic, Hill Maintenance 2 is entering runway 21 at Alpha 1. Conducting operations on safety area north side of runway 21, Laramie traffic.
All right, come to a stop.
Should we close that window too?
Yeah, good idea.
Laramie traffic, 5 Zulu November, will stay in the pattern. Laramie traffic.
Everything's good. Wind slightly from the left. All right, full power. All right, engine instruments still in the green. Airspeed's coming up.
Laramie traffic, 43 Sierra taking runway 21, number 2 for takeoff, behind the Piper via right-hand turnout, depart the pattern to the west. Laramie.
go. Stay in that ground effect if need be.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, got a bird crossing in front of us here. Always with the birds, man.
Yeah, you must have done something to them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so he said 2-1, even though he's 1-2. So this should be the only guy that we have to think about because he's a departure to the west. This guy behind us. So.
We're probably faster than him though. So, because I know when I was in a Cessna, I wasn't doing 90 knots.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, we'll think about spacing again, which we kind of did yesterday, right? So.
Yeah, we'll see where he ends up.
Yeah. Yeah, Zulu November and us are usually in the same thing pretty often, so it's like, all right, well, which one of us is chasing the other today?
Yeah. Well, and even if he's chasing you, you'll eventually end up chasing him.
Yeah, exactly.
So, bend our upwind slightly here. Laramie traffic warrior 8282 Victor, turning left crosswind runway 12 Laramie.
Good.
The other guy behind us there.
Laramie traffic, Cessna 43 Sierra is departing the pattern to the west. Last call, Laramie.
Last call in the pattern.
It's like, I'm sick of this.
I don't want to hear you guys talking.
Laramie traffic, 50 November, turning left base, runway 12, Laramie traffic.
Cool, so yeah, Pete's headed that way. He's on left base.
Outbound. I don't actually have Zulu November in sight.
You said you do have him or no?
I don't.
You don't, okay.
It's blending in with the background, you know?
Yeah. It'll probably be easier to spot when he's on final. No.
Yeah. Up there he is, actually. There, so he just turned left base here. We'll extend our downwind.
Traffic, Cessna 50 November, turning final, runway 12, Laramie traffic.
You have him?
Yep. Yeah, but say they usually turn a pretty wide. They do a wide pattern, so.
Okay. Keep that in mind. We'll have to go pretty far here,
At least
but
most of, I mean, I don't know all the students that fly, right? But I mean, from what I've seen, they usually fly a wider pattern.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor is extending left downwind, runway 12, touch and go, we got traffic in sight. I forgot to say Laramie again. What if they hear us all the way in Cheyenne? They'll get confused, man.
Driggs is like, what? Who was that? Alright, so, same thing as last time, and then really with this landing, I mean, just focus on the transition. You know, I know it sounds dopey, but talk yourself through it if need be. But, yeah.
I'm gonna try. Alright, I'm gonna turn base here. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor is turning left base, runway 12, touch and go, Laramie.
Alright.
Trying to find the flap lever there.
And this is called the key point right here, so when you do a power off 180, this point right here is where you decide, this is where you have your options. Do I head right for the airport? Do I extend? Do I use flaps? All that stuff.
But
so,
like here, I don't think we'd make the airport because we extended our downwind so far.
Yeah, but basically that's where you
Laramie
start
traffic,
making.
it's 2, clear runway 21 at Alpha 1, continuing operations on Alpha, Laramie traffic.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victors, turning final, runway 12, Laramie.
Alright, and they are all the way up there.
Yep, I see them. They getting off? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they're actually getting off, so.
Okay. Get established and a nice long glide slope here.
Yep, and we want to be about 75. We're not
Traffic,
about.
725 Zulu November's clear runway 12.
I ended up aiming for 65. I was looking at the wrong part on the gauge there.
Okay, good. Yeah, 75, and then short final 65. And like I said, you're basically just driving towards your visual aiming point. There you go. Good adjustments. Got maybe a little bit of a right crosswind from what the drift is.
Well, windshock's shown to the left.
Yeah, I mean, it could be changing at the different levels, but yeah, maybe we're just started off on the left. All right.
Right, powers to idle.
Yep. Great level, transitioning with your eyes as well. Now we're holding it. Okay.
Well, that was a little bit. But
Not too bad.
all right, flaps coming down on the center line. Had some crosswind correction. I don't think I need it. Full power. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is alive. We're already rotation speed.
Laramie traffic, 725 Zulu November, crossing runway 321 on Bravo, Laramie traffic.
I didn't hear the one there, so it sounded like he said runway 32.
Yeah.
Confused. Well, that's cool. Got the pattern to ourselves again, except for the birds.
Yep. Make sure we're pitching up a little bit too, or a little fast.
Yeah, I'm slowly working it there.
There you go. A little flat landing, but not bad. It's soft.
Yeah, it was better than yesterday where I was flaring too high.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, more than that, like.
I actually saw a meme yesterday. It was about military pilots, but I was like, I'm a taxpayer, so I'm turning taxpayer money into high flared landings outside the zone as well.
Violence. All right. Clouds still look all right.
Yeah, I am seeing some rain coming in over town here, so keep an eye on that as well. Laramie traffic, we're 8282 Victor, starting left crosswind, runway 12, touch and go, Laramie. Yeah, no, the lack of wind is quite helpful.
Yeah, well, I'd say like it really allows you to focus in on getting accurate.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about those corrections you're making all the time and how those are affecting you and all that stuff.
Let's come down on final high.
Okay.
And slip it, but I still want you to land with flaps. So basically.
Okay, what's our, are there slip limitations in this aircraft for flaps?
So we'll do a no flap slip, but then as we're coming down, once you're back on your glide slope, then you can go ahead and deploy flaps.
Okay. I'll stay in close here so we stay high.
Yeah. But I mean, we can even kind of use
leave the flaps out because we're going to slip.
Yep.
So.
I would say we can even use yesterday's thing with the birds and say there's just a big bunch of birds over there, so we're going to stay high on final. But this time not so high that we really have to go around. We can still kind of salvage it and just kind of manage the descent.
Okay.
It also help you kind of work with the power, so you're probably going to either have to, do you know what the term elevator down means a little bit?
No?
Really, okay,
yeah.
all right.
I might have heard it, but I'm not.
We'll just focus on that then. So
I'll start.
It's just different flaps and power configurations and stuff. You kind of
just to make sure we're high. I'll turn it now. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor is turning left base, runway 12, touch and go, Laramie.
Alright. This is even probably still a little low, so let's keep it straight and level here. Okay, about to say you can start turning there.
A little bit of rain here.
feeling the rain.
I'm afraid it's going to start coming in through my window. So now we're super high.
Yep.
Right? I'm actually going to... The fast airplane.
Down, keep coming down, keep coming down.
Alright.
Oh, alright, so
Yeah,
hold
we're
on.
way fast.
Hold it there, just hold it there.
Okay.
Hold it there, hold it there. Let it come down.
There we go.
Go.
It's only 10 degrees of flaps. Alright. Centered up. Full power. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. We're at rotation speed already, actually. Alright, and there's 72.
Cool, good managing, I mean.
I don't know, slips always feel crazy. when you
They
get
always
close
feel
to the
crazy,
ground.
yeah, and the thing with that is, I mean, essentially, right, you probably plan to go full flaps at that point, but then realize, alright, we're already in ground effect, we have flaps 10.
Like, yeah, and we've
Instead
got
of-
plenty of runway. We're not going to mess with our configuration and
Exactly.
balloon and all that.
There you go.
We always get fast, like right there. I don't
Yeah.
know. Plane accelerates suddenly, like right at the end of the runway. Trying to predict it, but I'm bad at it.
You're good.
It is nice having a trim wheel between the seats instead of having to reach up here to
Up there, yeah.
the trim. Probably why I never did it in the Cessna. One of the reasons. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor, turning left crosswind, runway 12, touch and go, Laramie. As we just stop climbing in the crosswind turn entirely.
Alright, cool.
A little bump there. Which song is that?
I don't know, just, I'm in a tune.
Phenomena.
It's hard not to, you know.
Dude, I haven't been doing it that I've noticed, but I used to. What really annoyed me is I'd constantly go when looking at checklists.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever-
Yeah. I think I might do some of that too, but
Yeah, no, it just annoyed me because I was like, man, I hope I'm not annoying the DP.
yeah, the DP is probably there just like,
Ah, this guy won't
kill me.
shut
I
up.
know. He's like, if I fail him now, can I get out of this?
No, Lisa's nicer than that. Not one of those DPs that's like, I'm going to fail you for a runway incursion because you turned onto the wrong taxiway. Like, huh?
Yeah. Alright, so, just normal landing again.
Okay.
Laramie traffic, field maintenance 2 is entering runway 21 at Alpha 2, Laramie traffic.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left downwind, runway 12, touch and go, Laramie. Dang, we're hauling ass this time. Probably because I'm descending a little bit. Oh yeah, it's because we don't have the flaps in. That's what's going on. I figured it out eventually.
I knew you would.
I mean, you don't need flaps, okay?
That's true, you don't, but
Flaps were invented by Piper to sell more airplanes. Not sure if Piper invented the flap, but...
Laramie traffic, field maintenance 2 crossing runway 1230 on 21, Laramie traffic.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left base, runway 12, touch and go, Laramie.
alright. Let's see what we got them in sight.
Yep, they're already
Okay, cool.
well out of the way.
Laramie traffic, field maintenance 2 is clear of 1230, be conducting operations south side, safety area runway 21, Laramie traffic.
A little high. Primary traffic, Warrior 828 Victor is turning final, runway 12, touch and go, Laramie. Reduce our power quite a bit here.
Okay.
Configured.
Make it nice and good.
Trying to get a bit more on glide slope type of thing. Alright, there we go.
Yeah, I'll keep the nose coming down just like this. Good. A little bit to the left too, so let's go ahead and move over to the right. Nice.
Alright. Power
Down.
out.
Nice straight and level. Hold it there for a second.
Touch down a little early. Alright. Flaps are up. Center line. Full power. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. And rotate. It is interesting in this airplane that you can really feel the power curve when you take off.
Yeah.
Like, because
You kind of feel the transition.
yeah, when you're in that ground effect, you're like not climbing at all,
Yep.
and then you just slowly keep pulling the nose up.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like a climb in a similar nose up angle to the high performance airplanes that I was flying in Drake's. So.
Yeah. And like I said, with this one, I mean, because we're at that high, you know, typical high density altitude as well, it's just, it's going to have to fly at a higher angle. So yeah, normally, even normal takeoffs, you kind of just stay in that ground effect a little bit longer
Yeah.
than what is normal maybe in other places.
Well, I don't even know what that is. Like when I'd fly to Idaho Falls, like
Uh-huh.
4,000 feet DA, I'd feel like I was in a rocket ship whenever I took
Yeah,
off.
exactly. It just goes. Cool. So again, all these landings have been soft. Now it's just, you're kind of bringing straight level, so now it's just probably...
Holding it off a little bit longer.
Yeah, so I mean, basically the decision on when to pull back. But again, I mean, they've all been soft and
Better than yesterday.
slightly nose up, so I mean, they're all good so far.
Wait until we're on downwind here. Primary traffic, Warrior 828 Victor is turning left downwind runway 12, touch and go, Laramie.
Let's pretend there's somebody on downwind. They're not a collision hazard, but we want to slow ourselves down. So when you get me up to pattern altitude, just slow us down. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, 70, let's just say.
Okay.
So basically slow flight in the pattern.
We'll stay in our land or pattern configuration.
Yep. Good to me.
Of course, we're probably going the same speed now. Our imaginary airplane.
Is our imaginary airplane? Okay, you'll slow us down a little more then.
Oh.
Clouds are moving pretty fast that way, which is good.
Are they?
Yep. Yeah, the big one that was above us on the last pattern is already over there.
Go a little fast. Aiming for 65. Don't really want to go slower than that with only 10 degrees.
Yeah.
It'll do it, but
Yeah.
a lot of control forces involved. And
Yeah.
let me know when he's close enough to the runway. for
Sure,
us
I'll
to
point
turn
him out
it
to you.
down. Okay.
We're just flying or watching him. Alright, he's turning final, but he's not yet a beam or wing. So we'll just continue out this way. We don't really want to extend our downwind that much. Okay, he's past a beam or wing.
I'm gonna add power here because I actually want to accelerate quite a bit, I think.
Yep. And I'll, yeah, just pitch that nose down as well. There you go.
but not too much.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left base, runway 12, touch and go Laramie.
We're gonna end up pretty high, but that's okay, we can get down. Should have added flaps in the base. Fine, we got a nice long final to do it.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's final runway 12, touch and go Laramie.
Make sure we roll. Always best to roll straight and level before you deploy flaps, just because you get that differential. So
you're not wrong, I'm just
you're
used to doing it in the second degree in the turn. And might as well go for our last spin here, why not?
Yeah, keep the nose coming down. There we go.
65.
Alright, straight and level. Now hold it here. Slowly start to pull. Okay.
I
You're
don't
good,
give
you're
that little bit that we need right there.
Yeah.
I feel like we're higher off the ground than we are is what's going on. All right,
Yeah,
center
but I say you are
line,
coming pretty low, but
full power, instruments in the green, airspeed's alive. 5.
I mean, to be honest, as low as you're coming, it's not a bad thing. It's just basically you're gonna have to react.
I'm not completely out of energy. I'm just.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than flaring high and plopping.
Yeah. No, that's why I said. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just basically probably you have to pull back a little faster. So probably even a little faster than I'm saying it. When you start pulling back, because then basically that's when you'll bleed off more of that lift.
Yeah, I guess I'm just getting used to like being level over the runway low, and then not, you know, that transition into you know, bleeding off that last bit of energy. Yeah, this stuff's just kind of hovering right there. Hope my camera's getting a good view today. Kind of got a crappy one yesterday.
Nice picturesque views.
Yeah, well the issue is it's like high dynamic range, so whenever it sees anything down here it underexposes like crazy. You can't see anything, it's just white outside.
Gotcha.
Traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor is turning left downwind runway 12, touch and go Laramie.
What's our time here?
8:55. So as far as fuel, we'll switch at 9:05.
Okay, another 10.
And then, yeah, we still got some time as well here, so.
Taking pictures? No,
I just got a text.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm just curious.
Continue doing what you do.
I'm not worried about it, you're a passenger, right? Just having a fun time.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left downwind runway 12, touch and go Laramie.
Yeah, I just got plans. People texting, so.
As you do.
Yep. Alright, everything. That I think.
What'd you say, sorry?
No, sorry. I'm writing another touch and go.
Okay. Yeah, you write them down. I'm not keeping track.
You know.
My flight instructor in Driggs, she would turn the heading bug to keep track of how many landings we did.
Oh, really?
That's why I never messed with the heading bug, because she was using it as a, you know, a thing.
Yeah.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left base, runway 12, touch and go, Laramie. A little flat here.
Yeah, a little flat.
Laramie traffic, Cessna 3043 Sierra is a 5-mile final for runway 12, number 2 for landing behind the Warrior. Laramie.
Okay. Good to know. Now I'm high.
Yep.
That's how you do it, you know, just transition from being high to being low.
Laramie traffic, field maintenance 2 is continuing operations on the safety area south side of runway 21. Laramie traffic.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's final runway 12, touch and go, Laramie.
Laramie traffic, SkyWest 5038 CRJ 200, 5 miles south right now, 14,600 feet, descending 12,000, be transitioning northwest for the RNAV GPS runway 12 approach to Laramie, landing about 8 minutes, Laramie.
Go, keep bringing it down. Alright, so right about there, flat. Now slowly start to pull up. Nice, okay.
Oh yeah, that was a lot better. Alright, flaps up.
Gonna have some.
Stabilized and full power. Instruments.
Laramie traffic, 43 Sierra 2-mile final, runway 12, stop and go landing, Laramie.
Stop and go, interesting.
Alright, so as you're doing that, I'm going to be looking out for that SkyWest, even though he's going to overfly us, but...
Yeah, what, like 14,000 he said,
Yeah.
something like that?
But then he's going to be coming in for 12, so...
Just like yesterday.
Just like, I bet you it's the same guy too. Who knows?
I don't know.
Probably not, but...
Working at the airport, I've never seen the same pilots 2 days in a row.
No, you're right. It's probably not, but...
I mean, maybe they fly the mornings instead of the evenings or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm there in the evenings, so... Or was there, because I lost my job. And I'm terrible at maintaining a sterile cockpit.
Alright, well, I'll look for traffic. I'll let you maintain a sterile cockpit then.
Copy that, 10-4 Rubber Ducky.
Watch the birds as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see them. It's geese. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor, starting left cross at runway 12, touch and go, Laramie.
Ramp on Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Laramie traffic.
I think that we got stepped on.
Yep.
Laramie traffic, Cessna 43 Sierra rolling one-way 12, left-hand turnout, park
what's
pattern
that?
to the east, Laramie.
Something's on fire.
Yeah. Left-hand turn out to the east side.
Laramie traffic, field maintenance 2, be crossing runway 1230 on Alpha. And looking pretty smooth there, John.
Looking good in that truck, Travis. Traffic SkyWest 38 CRJ 200, 10 miles northwest, 11,800, descending eastbound RNAV runway 12, Laramie.
Do you have them?
Unless I don't know we're downwind of being the departure end I'm looking out for him.
Yep. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor is left downwind runway 12, beat the departure end for touch and go, Laramie.
Alright, so now we're just gonna looking for him.
Yeah,
And we got him off the wing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You said he's a departure, so behind us should be good now, and then just in front of us is our main concern.
Laramie traffic, field maintenance 2 is clear of all active runways and clear of the field. Laramie traffic.
Now I want to turn in front of him, not knowing how far
Sure,
out he is.
no, you're right, so.
Yeah, we'll just, the other guy's departing, right?
Yep.
Or I think right 360 here.
Yep.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor is on the left downwind river 12. We're making a right 360 to be at the approach end, Laramie.
Okay, and let them know we're looking for traffic as well.
And we're looking for traffic.
Laramie traffic, Cessna 43 Sierra, departing the pattern to the east, last call, Laramie.
East, okay.
They'll be in this direction.
I had him a second ago.
Yeah.
And Laramie traffic, South 38, CRJ 200, 10 mile final, 9,500, sending inbound, runway 12, landing in 3 minutes, Laramie.
Alright, so
3 minutes.
we should be able to come up and see him, and then if we need to on downwind, we'll just slow ourselves down and not have to extend as much.
Yeah.
But up
I mean, I have slowed down here just.
No, yeah. But we'll, if we need to slow down more, but otherwise, what are we at now? 80?
Yeah, somewhere. 75, 80, somewhere.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm looking out for him over here.
I'm looking out in front of us here.
Good.
Hard when they're flying straight at you.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not him.
Did you see a semi or something?
No, I saw.
I don't know that. Yeah, that little white bit there. I'm gonna do another right 360 here. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor is doing a second right 360. It'll be the approach end runway 12, Laramie.
Yeah, they're just kind of. I don't know why. I usually assume they're a lot bigger
I
than
see
they
him.
are.
There he is. Just center wing.
Okay.
In between the two layers of clouds.
Okay.
It's behind our wing now.
38, 5 mile final, runway 12, landing in 1 minute. Laramie.
8282 Victor's got the CRJ in sight.
And then once we level off, we could probably switch fuel tanks as well.
Okay. Got a little wide here, but that's okay.
Oh, CRJs.
Yeah, he's probably a mile now.
Yeah.
Gonna extend this way just a little bit so that we're here. I'll switch fuel tanks now.
Yep.
Fuel pump's on. And on the right, fuel pressure's good. You got him?
Nope.
He's back about 45, right?
Yeah, I see him.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Big old thing.
It is quite large compared to us, but it's just such a tiny little shitty airplane. You know they have to descend with power if they want air conditioning?
You got to start somewhere, you know.
We gotta put the spoilers out
Yeah.
and descend at like 20%. Still got him. I'm gonna aim to be high because we want to be higher than him and land beyond his touchdown point. Gonna be right after the touchdown zone. Gosh, that thing's fast, isn't it? Gets down the runway quite a bit faster than everyone else
A bit
is.
faster than us, yeah.
Yeah. Do kind of a steep approach here. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left base, runway 12, touch and go. Laramie, got traffic in sight. I'm gonna overshoot a little bit here.
Yep. So,
Not gonna bank too hard, just let her come around.
yep, you keep the nose down. There you go.
Maybe traffic scout 38, clear runway 12, taxi in Bravo Alpha to the ramp. Just
A nice steep approach, full flaps, 70 knots.
Yep. So for a lot of these, I don't know if you know, if you actually pitch up a little more,
Yeah.
you get slow, you'll actually come down faster.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Yep, see?
All right, at 65,
There you go.
coming down.
Same thing,
round it
transition to
out.
straight and level, holding it, slowly start pulling back a little more, a little more.
That's pretty decent.
Not too
All
bad.
right, flaps are up, center line. Full power, bird crossing the runway, instruments in the green, airspeed's coming live. And rotate. Maybe.
Good. Yeah, so that's kind of, the term elevator down means kind of that. So a lot of times, especially if you already have full flaps, and it's, let's say, conditions where it's a lot more dangerous to slip with full flaps,
Yeah.
if you pitch up, right, still within a controlled airspeed, so you don't want to pitch up.
Down.
Yeah, it says you'll just elevator down.
clear on the rig. Lima traffic scout 38, crossing runway 21 at Bravo.
Cool. So that's kind of what you did there a little bit. You kind of just ascended at a little bit deeper pace. And then when you do that short field, a lot of times that's how people would do short fields. They'll kind of elevate
Well, especially
down
because you'll have
so you don't get a flow. Yeah.
obstructions
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You'll come down minimum energy all the way down, and then right when you flare, you'll dump the rest of it.
Yep.
I've definitely seen it. I mean, my short fields were kind of like that back when I knew how to do a short field properly.
You don't know how to do a short field? What about a
I'm
soft
mostly
field?
joking. Soft fields, you're going to be full flaps and have a little bit of power in your flare, so you touch down real gentle like.
Okay. We could do one of those here.
Okay.
Maybe even a short field after.
It's good practice. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna.
Oh no, it's good
say no,
practice.
you know?
Yeah. Trying to get it right on that 1,000-foot markers.
Starting to warm up. The sun comes out.
Yeah, it's gonna start to warm up now, but it's weird. The clouds kind of. I mean, I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's pretty right now.
Yeah.
Even if it's gonna start getting bumpy, it's looks nice.
Starting to feel some small, little tiny bumps.
Yeah. Army traffic, quarter 8282 vectors, left downwind runway 12, touch and go, Laramie. That sounded bad.
Yeah.
I go, you're like adjusting the plugs. It's not.
Yeah, well, that's why I said at first I'm always just like, is my thing plugged in? Because during those calls, I wish it wasn't.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I've had to turn my headset down quite a bit.
Gotcha.
Because everybody else talking just obliterates my eardrums.
So, do you want to do a soft field then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll
So
be
yeah,
the
talk
first
me
one
through
will be
talk me
soft
through the differences then, or like what's your.
Let's see. I mean, not much different from your normal landing because we use full flaps, but mostly it's just in your flare adding power to keep yourself from sinking.
Yep.
Rapidly, because if you hit the ground hard, then you're gonna pull back and hold the nose wheel off the ground as long as you can.
Yep, exactly. And basically, once the mains touch, you're trying to keep that nose wheel up as much as possible. So, having full aft yoke, and then we'll do a soft fuel takeoff right after, right? So,
Okay.
what's
So
the
hold
soft
aft yoke until you come off the ground, then hold it in ground effect.
until you reach your VY speed. So,
And in this airplane, is a soft field takeoff with any flaps, or is it no flaps?
it'll be 25 degrees flaps. Good
Oh,
question.
that's a lot.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
Yeah, the Cessna's none.
that would be 25 degrees flaps. And so one set of flaps come down, right, full aft yoke, and essentially it'll lift off almost right away. So
Yeah, sure. Right. Laramie traffic, Warrior 18 Victor is turning left base, runway 12, touch and go, Laramie.
Cool.
Low. Uh-oh. Go ahead and add the second notch of flaps and end up high.
And what speed do we want to be for soft field?
I assume 65?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
just
so
our normal approach speed?
Yep, normal approach speed. Low down to 65 on short final, 75 on just on normal kind of final. Good.
Try to remember all that. Alright, gonna get our last notch in.
Good.
You wanted to aim for the 1,000-foot markers, is that right?
So with soft fuel, I just want you to land it in the first third, right? So that's all in the requirement, and just as long as it's soft, and you hold that nose wheel up.
Okay. Alright, 65.
A little bit of power. There, nose down, nose down, nose down, nose down. There you go. Hold that nose wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nose wheel, drop.
Flaps 25.
A little bit of flaps.
Yep.
Alright, center line. Full power.
And then full aft yoke, right?
Yep.
Yep. And then when it comes up, yep.
Bumped a little bit.
Hold it down, ground effect.
Ground effect.
Hold it down, hold it down. No, it climbed up.
Wants to climb out like that. Sorry, I didn't want to push the nose down potentially.
Yep. Yeah, so for this one, you really do have to push the nose down to keep it in ground effect, because it'll want to climb on you right away. All right, make sure you got a positive rate before you.
Get back in normal climb. Yeah, I messed that one up.
Yeah, so a lot of times with the power, I'll come all the way to idle and get in ground effect, and then that's when I'll bump up a little bit of power. Because that's when you're really going to be able to judge just how much power you have.
I did come back to idle. I just think I gave it a little bit too much there and then ballooned.
Yep.
Like I said, this airplane's a lot more sensitive in the low end than I'm used to.
It is, and that's the thing, right? So all of those little things are stuff that maybe in the other airplane up there you're not going to necessarily experience, but yeah, so
it's good to experience different stuff.
No, for sure. I mean,
I'm happy to be down here. I was actually looking. This is more expensive than it is in Driggs, but only barely, because they charge $60 an hour for their instructors.
Yeah.
So
let's go ahead and turn a little early here. That way, avoid these little puffs.
Oh, you know, we're 1,000 below.
Yeah.
Primary traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor is turning left crosswind runway 12, touch and go Laramie. This might be, what time is it?
We got 16.
Okay, is it 9:05 yet? We
already switched tanks over.
Oh, you're right. Yep. You're right. Fast here.
Starting to get some bumps. Another bird.
Seagull? Or a pelican? I think it's a seagull.
I'm gonna go ahead and switch this real quick.
Temperature 13 Celsius. Dew point 06 Celsius. Altimeter 3012. Remarks. Density altitude 8,500.
Laramie Regional Airport.
Automated weather observation 1516 Zulu. Wind 130 at 07. Visit.
Let's try that again. So basically, soft field,
try
with
to
the soft field takeoff. And so with this one, right, I mean, think about now with that takeoff, right, you kind of felt how the nose wanted to come up pretty easy.
Be ready to force it.
Or you can even add a little bit of trim knowing that that's going to be the case. But yeah, basically just hold that nose in straight and level, right? And if you have to kind of just push it, just hold it straight and level, hold it straight and level. Because once you reach that airspeed, if you let it go, it'll...
3043 Sierra is 4 miles to the east on a 45 to enter a left downwind for runway 12, 8,300 feet. Laramie.
All right, so he's over on this side.
That's right.
But as I was saying, so it'll pop up basically as soon as you're ready, right at that airspeed. So.
Laramie traffic.
It sounded kind of cut off again.
Yeah, I hope he can hear us fine. I don't know. I'm hoping it's just an issue with the intercom in the airplane and not.
Yeah, but it's like going in and out.
sounds
It's like some of them are clear and some of them are not. I have them in sight though, which is
cool.
And Laramie traffic, 43 Sierra midfield, left downwind, runway 12, full stop landing, number 2 for landing, Hamper Warrior in sight. Laramie.
Got him too. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's final runway 12, touch and go Laramie. Yeah, I've got to slow down a bit more here.
Yeah, we're kind of skidding on those turns as well, so.
Okay.
All right. There. Hold the nose wheel up.
Oh, we took off again there.
Laramie traffic, 43 Sierra left base, runway 12, full stop landing, Laramie.
25.
Yep.
And full power.
Power. Left yoke. As soon as the nose comes up, just push it down.
Oh, good, so we get off the ground here.
Yep, make sure it's pushed down. There you go. Push down, push down. There you go. There you go.
60 knots.
Yep.
Climbing.
Yep, keep staying ground effect, staying ground effect. So you want VY, right? Cool.
Oh, all the way up to VY, okay.
Yep, VY. So now, before you do that, make sure you're
I got positive,
right?
right?
Yep. Okay, now pitch VY again.
Laramie traffic, field maintenance 2 from ARF to the ramp on Charlie and Alpha 2, Laramie traffic.
Laramie traffic, Cessna 43 Sierra, short
Back to
final.
VY,
12,
positive
full
brake,
stop,
now
Laramie.
flat 0.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep that in mind, verbalize that like as a process.
Yeah. Yeah, because basically
I think that's a good way to run through it. There is get VY, lose a notch, get back to VY.
Yeah, restabilize. Because usually, even if you did it, if you drop those flaps pretty fast, the nose will kind of go up and down, and so you'll have a balance in airspeed. And so you just restabilize it at VY.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. These things are starting to build up right there. Got this baby.
Yeah. Would you mind just flying us up to the downwind so I can get my right leg?
Sure. I have flight controls.
You have flight controls.
I have flight controls.
Very annoying.
Laramie traffic order 8282 Victor, left crosswind, runway 12, Laramie.
Of 12, Bravo 3, taxiing back to the private hangars via Charlie, Laramie.
All right, well.
It's better today than it was yesterday, but I'd like to nip in the bud. Paying attention to it at least.
Well, if it's starting to act up on you, we can probably... Yeah, because we've done a little more than an hour already.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, I mean, it's not nearly as bad as it was yesterday because I've been paying attention to it, so.
Gotcha.
And I think I've got a better seat position today, a bit more forward. Like my knees are closer to the yoke, but I can keep them out of the way, so.
Urban traffic order 8282 Victor, left downwind, runway 12, Laramie.
Yeah, let's do a short field here, and I'll just for practice, and then we'll do another one. We'll see whether it's normal or a short field. Call that one a full stop.
Oh, good to me.
Here, 725 Zulu November. Thanks for moving over.
I didn't want to make it too challenging for you.
Because short field's going to be interesting here with manual flaps.
Yeah.
Okay, I can take flight controls.
Got it? Okay, you have flight controls?
I have flight controls.
You have flight controls. Yep, and basically we can land in on those 1,000-foot markers.
Yep, or 50 feet beyond, but none before, right? That's a standard.
Yep, so yeah, you just want to land before.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left downwind, number 12, touching your Laramie. Oh. My thigh board's going on a journey. That's going to be, are we still approaching at 65
Yep.
for a short field? Okay.
Yep, let's do 65.
Because in the Cessna we'd go down to 55, just
Yeah, well, because it's...
just because we could.
Just because we could, yeah, but it's also starting to get a tiny bit bumpy.
Yeah,
we'll
it's
just
good
keep
to
the
carry a
airspeed
little bit
there.
extra speed, yeah.
Yep.
I concur. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor, turning left base, runway 12, touching go Laramie.
Laramie traffic, Skyhawk 725 Zulu November, taxiing from the private hangars to runway 12, Laramie traffic.
Birds always come at us, man.
I swear it's only with you, it's kind of...
Yeah, no, they want me to hit them. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's turning final, runway 12, touching go Laramie.
There we go.
Get established on final here. A little fast. A little high, but we can fix that.
Right there, feel that skid.
Okay. Full flaps.
And keep the nose coming down.
Yep.
There you go.
A little bumpy.
Yep. Now sort of slow ourselves down. Think we're going to be short or long?
Currently short, but
Okay.
we're a little fast, so gonna add a little bit of power here. Then drop the flaps and brake.
Yep. We good.
Okay.
Something, yeah.
Continue, flaps are up.
We'll
Turning
simulate
line.
like we stopped.
Yeah.
But
Full power, engine instruments in the green. Airspeed's alive.
and we got this thing right here.
What are you seeing, sir?
No, I'm saying we got that
this
one
cloud
cloud like
just-
right there.
Just
Yeah.
hovering.
Yep.
I've had a hot air balloon did that on my solo. There was a hot air balloon over the departure end of 2-1.
Yeah.
And I remember I called out, I was taking off, and he's like, Driggs traffic, red hot air balloon over the departure end of 2-1, moving westbound.
Red
very
hot?
slowly.
Interesting.
Sorry, what?
You said red hot?
Red hot air balloon.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Oh,
he,
that's like-
yeah.
Gotcha.
He made a nice long descriptive call out, you know. Alright, so we'll make this one a full stop, and I don't know, might do another short field just because that might be fun, right?
Yep.
Wear out the brakes a little bit.
Maybe the power might fail on you. We'll see.
Oh, okay, well, you know, we'll find out. Stuff like that does happen.
We'll see. It could not. I mean,
I've heard of that occurring before.
it's occurred a time or two in flight training, yeah.
I've certainly never had that happen. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left crossing runway 12, touch and go, Laramie. It's gonna be a full stop, but
Yeah.
I'll pretend like I decided that on downwind. Thought it was funny when Colleen was doing the power offs to me. I would know she wanted to do it, so I'd purposely like take my hand off the
Yeah.
phone.
Well, the key to it is to, I'll let you in on the secret. You gotta lie to them, often. So say you're gonna do it this time, maybe not this time, maybe do it the next time. That way they just don't believe you, or they never they're like, all right, whatever.
I don't know, I feel like I'm always expecting it because instructors...
And by the way, that's actually what we're trying to train, is to always be like, well, it's gonna happen this time. Right, if this is you by yourself saying, well, the power's gonna fail on this one, and for it to not be weird.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left downwind runway 12, full stop, Laramie. Let's see, a little low. See them running up.
Yep, that's them running up there, so.
Low again. Go ahead, do it.
No, keep doing your normal thing. Don't worry about me.
You know, you're making me want to fly like a really close pattern.
Well, that's why I said fly normal pattern.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's turning left base, runway 12, full stop, Laramie.
All right. So here, what you're doing is you're managing, right? So,
Yeah.
decision point: are you going to make the runway?
Nope.
All right. Turn right towards the runway then.
Well, I'm trying to maintain 75 here.
Yep. Exactly. There you
Is
go.
that the same for no flaps here?
Well, you decide, right? So basically, you're trying to decide, okay, like, am I going to make the runway?
Might make it. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor, short final runway 12, simulated dead stick, Laramie.
Good.
Might make it in ground effect. Got to keep the flaps I've got though.
Yep.
Can at least make the airport. Gonna have to turn at kind of the last moment here. Still going 75. We got plenty of speed. We're low.
Yep.
But that's fine. Bring it in. Oh, come on.
Going around.
Going around.
Yeah, you're kind of coming in.
I know it's crooked, but
It's all right.
you're in an actual dead stick. You don't have the option to go
Yep.
around, so you kind of just gotta limp it in like that.
Sure.
I was low on my base, and you took advantage of it.
I did take advantage of it, but
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's going around runway 12 with Laramie.
so you probably could have turned towards the runway a little sooner, and it probably would have made that little difference right there.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was also kind of just.
Well, I do think I would have made it. I had I was doing about 75
Yeah.
right there, and
Yeah.
we were pretty close. I think we definitely would have made it on the pavement, but we would have been landing sideways.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is with it. The first
It's a
introduction.
simulated emergency, not a real
Yeah,
one.
in the first introduction, I kind of like to give you just that sight picture, and if you can bring it down to a landing, great. But if it's kind of coming in anywhere other than like just nice straight level,
Yeah, you don't
then
want
we'll
to
just go around. Yeah.
risk breaking the airplane or
Yeah,
anything for a fake emergency. Elliot would probably be upset.
Probably a little bit. Yep. And
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor, starting left crosswind, runway 12, full stop, Laramie. Actually tracked a bit right of the runway there. Hard to tell. You can't see it because you're in a low wing. Yeah, so usually she'd pull it like midfield downwind, you know?
Yeah.
That gives you a ton of time to decide what to do, especially on a runway that's really long like this.
725 in November, taking runway 12. We will be turning to the right practice area. Laramie traffic.
Turning to the right practice area.
I think it means the west well, actually I don't know what he...
to the right if he's taking off on 12.
Yeah, as I said, it means to the west, that's what I'm guessing, but...
Don't worry, we'll be on the ground when we get to shots with him.
Should be no issue.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's left downwind, runway 12, full stop, Laramie.
Good.
It's interesting to be flying the pattern with flaps, because you basically have to trim nose down or you're gonna make your arm sore in the pattern. Just interesting how much, you know, like I said, always trying to work on manipulating trim more than I did during my private, so. No, maintaining 90 knots is hard. I feel like the airplane wants to sit at 80. Alright, he's off. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor, starting left base, runway 12, full stop, Laramie. Oh man, just had a reflection in the window I thought was a bird coming at us at like Mach 800.
They're rent-free in your head.
Dude, they're everywhere is what they are.
And now it's coming down, there you go.
Yeah. Maybe I came in a little high. So this is a real short field I'd go around because I wouldn't feel like I was going to reliably make the touchdown zone safely, but because I'm going to touch down a little long here just to keep it from being like really positive. It flaps up. We'll take Alpha here.
Go.
Okay, where's the winds? Kind of behind us, so as we turn off here. I wasn't really thinking about the short field until I was like on final, and I was like, oh yeah, shit. I said this is gonna be a short field. So I started making excuses as we were going.
You were scared of the birds. I think the birds were.
Oh no, that wasn't the excuse. The excuse is me going like, see, I don't want to touch down too positively, you know. Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor's clear of runway 21 on Alpha, Laramie. All right. After landing, flaps are up, electric fuel pump is off, exterior lights as required, transponder to Stevie.
Good.
Laramie traffic, Warrior 8282 Victor, taxi to Cowboy Aviation via Alpha 2, Laramie. The wind could switch to a quartering tailwind in the other direction at any time.
Yeah, I'd say they're...
Just watching the windsock wiggle around, so...
Yeah. At least they're not super...
It's not
the
like
winds aren't high,
winds,
yeah, so...
It's just good practice to remember your crosswind corrections.
That's what I always say.
And we were next to that blue airplane, right?
Yeah, we're on the left side of it.
Okie doke.
Miami traffic 5, November is 4 to the southwest, 9,000, maneuvering, Miami.
Because they've got like this taxiway line, but it's too small for a Challenger to be parked there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, there's no need to get super close anyway.
Yeah, we're not in Jackson. We don't gotta like put our wing underneath his tail while a wing walker is like thumbs up.
How's that left wing look there?
We're good.
Good, cool.
Oh, all right.
Your best.
Do my max check at 1,000 instead of idle.
You gotta do what the checklist says.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
We're all slaves to the checklist, so.
Yeah, avionics coming off.
See if it dies. Because yesterday it got real low on the right mags. Just on the edge there.